Hello, my beautiful loves. I have an opportunity for you that you do not want to miss out on. My sponsor, Psychic Source, is offering 40-minute readings for $19.80. Yes, Psychic Source has tapped in advisors and been going strong for over 35 years. So if you're going through anything in your life, whether it be your spiritual growth, whether it be your personal relationships, your love life, or your finances and career, Psychic Source can truly help you. Let me tell you, they have helped me as well, and I have not been disappointed. So if you need a reading, they can do readings through text, through video chat, and phone call. If you would like to take advantage of this opportunity, click the link in the description box. Lovely Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I see a new lover coming into your life out of the blue, and they're gonna catch you when you're at a real sad place. And let me tell you what's making you sad. A sad place, and then heartbreak comes out. Energetically, I feel your sadness has to do with two things. Keeping the wrong people in your life for so long, and Spirit says this is one of the fights that you've been hiding from even them, like even your spirit guides. Some of you, your spirit guides, or if you talk to God, if you pray to God, you haven't been honest when it comes to explaining the real misery of your downfall is replaying old failed scenarios because you felt as if you kept yourself stuck in places that you should have known better. That's the real thing that is tearing you up and keeping you down every time you try to rise. Like just the thought of it, like I can't believe I need to be more careful. The thing is that you came in this world to learn, to grow, to evolve. And some of you had a real hard time with just like processing your emotions and just letting go. Like even if you did, like there could have even been a place where you didn't really want to admit and you wanted just to move on, so you could have dated someone named Eric. And then you thought that this is what love would be. You thought that this is what a marriage would be. And then once you got through the connection, you realized like this doesn't feel like love at all. So you could have felt as if you lost a long time just even trying to understand what real love was or what you really wanted. And there's nothing wrong with it. But for some reason, it's like you feel more or less within yourself because you felt as if you didn't know. So it's almost like if you're a Sagittarius that's in grief, your grief is about self-betrayal. You feel in a sense that you betrayed yourself by staying in places and trying to play it off and paint a picture that was nowhere near of what it was. So let me even explain a little bit further. If you were in a marriage or if you were in a relationship, it was very superficial. It just means like, on paper or on social media, you guys could have looked so happy and you guys could have took the most beautiful pictures, and some of you could have even had to lie to people about the relationship just like a facade, like playing into a facade, and it wasn't nowhere near as good as you made it out to people. It didn't feel good. It didn't honor who you were. It didn't honor your worth. It actually was lower than your expectations, and you couldn't really explain the pain. So that's the only reason why you felt it for so long. You couldn't explain the highs, the lows. You didn't really understand. It's what Spirit is saying. There's a need for you to address more of who you are versus who you were. It's a situation like that. It could even be you didn't really know who you were then. So you could have got yourself lost in relationships. You could have got yourself lost in marriages. But wherever you are now in your life, that just means even if you do have a new relationship, even if you are single, you're no longer where you used to be, but for some reason you're still mourning that part of your life because it took up a real big part of your life. So if you were in that relationship, you were like in it for 10 to 15 years. If you were stuck in a certain cycle, circus, if you were stuck in a certain cycle that felt like you were in a circus, like you could have met a bunch of clowns, a bunch of fake love, a bunch of imposters, an imposter is a person who tries to act like they have more to offer you or tries to dress up who they are in order to perform for you, to gain your approval, just to come into your life and tear that shit the hell up. That's what an imposter is. It's somebody who sees you and sees the glow that you have, sees how you walk with your head high, sees how attractive you are, sees the sex appeal, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, and comes into your life posing as something that, like, they have something to offer just to leave you with nothing. And it's almost like you were blinded. It's like it was like you were blinded, like an emotional fog was over your eyes, and it never felt good. It never felt good to be there. It never felt good to play lower than who you actually are. That's another thing. You could have been in connections where people would try to dim your light. So I don't know, Sagittarius, if this is a case where you go back and forth between who you used to be and who you are, and you start to evaluate, reflect, and you're trying to are you trying to save your old self even though you have awoken already? Are you in a new cycle and it feels too good to be true because of all that you left? So sometimes it's almost like you play on the fence. Like, it's better to be here in this new dimension that you have entered, and you're developing new skills. You're more stronger, you're more optimistic, but when it's time to be a friend to yourself, you struggle. That's what it is. I'm like, what is this energy? When negativity comes over you, or when certain seasons from your past arise and you think about the person that you were there, sometimes you might criticize that version of yourself. Like, why did you stay there so long? Why did you marry Johnny? Why would you marry John? What were you thinking? Like, you need to learn how to be a friend to the survivor in you. You need to learn how to be more compassionate to the part of you that didn't know any better or stayed longer than you should. It's like there's a deep, deep, deep part of you that is kind of dark and that you kind of shove down. And whenever it shows up, you want to escape it. But I think there's an opportunity for you to learn from that part of your own self, not to hurt you, but to actually cure yourself. It's a situation like that. It's a situation like that. And some of you did it to gain your father's approval, or some of you probably didn't even want to get married, but you did it for like your parents' approval, like to show them that you know better. It's I don't know, Sagittarius. This reading is a little bit different because there's reasons for the seasons that you may not understand, or you're not sure of why did I do that. It's like you're complaining to your own self about a different part of yourself, but you are better than who you used to be. And at the end of the day, let me tell you how I feel about life. Let me see if this philosophy that I give you, it kind of helps you. you're going into a brand new season, and this season you're going to have to show up fully, and it's committal. So it could be a new relationship you're about to enter, and it's way more stronger, it's way more committal. You can be in a season where you're way more committed to your goals, or you're way more committed to this new version of yourself. So you are sure of this new self. However, I don't know what happens that makes you think about the times that you did things that you regret, and it makes you feel afraid and kind of like unsure of yourself, and kind of makes you shrink. You did the best that you could with what you had in that season, and you shouldn't use that part of you to put over your own head. You know what I mean? Think about what I just said, or even like rewind this and listen to that part again. Like you don't have to incriminate the parts of you that didn't know any better. You don't have to punish those parts of you. You don't have to cripple yourself with reasons of why. Like you can just allow it to be exactly what it was. It was just a learning experience. And let me see. Some of you can even be writing a book. You can even be writing a book about, like, this can even be a testimony where you write a book about some of you getting pregnant at an early age, or leaving your house and getting married really young, but not knowing why you got married to that person, and now you're stronger, you're better, you're bigger. But in this season, you get a lot of recognition and reward, and you have either you're with this person already, or you meet a really, 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 really strong, compatible partner that is available, and they're there to support you, strengthen you, and they won't even care about that old version of yourself that didn't know any better. You know what I'm like? What you're holding on to, you can use it if you want to write a book. You can use it if you are a speaker, but you don't need to fear it, because you already learned from it, is what Spirit is trying to say. So in this season, and Spirit says you are her. Like, don't get it twisted. You are her. You are him. You definitely earned that title. Like, you are it, honey. And Spirit is like, this is why we have to shield you from so many people. You're very, very wise. You see what I'm saying? Like, you've learned from these broken parts of you. You've learned from them. You withdrew from people. You already did exactly what you're supposed to do. So you don't even realize that you're way more supported spiritually now that you have evolved from like some of you, like the abuse of others. And some of you, if you are really critical and harsh to your own self. So you have been able to survive a lot, and with recognition and reward, it's like, look how strong you are now. I just feel like this was the lower parts of you, the parts of you who accepted things that they shouldn't, the parts of you, but you left it. Do you know how much strength it actually takes to leave something that you wanted so bad and didn't really know? Spirit says you have so much more to offer to yourself, to your friends, to your children, to like some of you girls and boys. If you're a teacher, you speak to people. There's boys and girls that you speak to. Some of you, if you're like therapist, or like, there's all kinds of special jobs that you have now. And you have been able to advocate and support so many people just because of the mistakes that you've made. So can we really call them like that bad? Can we really make that part of your life out to be bad? Because Some of you too, you feel guilty because it was predicted as well. Like some of you could have had readings and they told you like, this is not going to work out, but you still felt like I need, like some of you could have got pregnant by someone that you already had information on that they're nowhere near as good. And now that you have the child, you're just like, what was I thinking? And it's like, children are a gift. Forgive yourself. Your children are a gift, and you get to understand unconditional love through your children, because when you are a parent, you have to forgive your children 1 trillion times. It's beautiful. I just wanted to let you know that you are beautiful, and with this emotional loss, I feel like it taught you how to take care of yourself better. It taught you how to respond to pain better. Like you really do respond to pain. You're more responsible now, you know, like, some of you could have disconnected from someone that was unsure about you, and you gave up on the connection. Like, I feel like you're walking away quicker. You're starting to see signs faster when someone's not for you. I feel like you're giving birth to a version of you that does recognize to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, to be chosen, to be valued. You know, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of reward and recognition that's coming towards you because of everything that you went through. So some of you, I just feel like you could be in a place right now where you just need some like reassurance. You need some empowerment. Like you could be struggling with the parts of yourself that you neglected before. And now if they're coming up, if these stories are popping back up to you for some reason, some way, you just need to re-parent them. Let that part of you know that this part of you is going to serve for the future. You know, find ways to encourage yourself and don't shrink. Why are you trapped in fear? Oh my goodness, Sag. Some of you need just some encouragement right now. What if I make the same mistakes again? What if like, are you questioning yourself? Like, did you just enter a new season of your life and things are about to work out your way, and you finally find someone who sees you, who sees your worth, and you're afraid? Be careful of self-sabotaging this new version of, look what I said, stop playing with me every day. Don't sabotage this new version of you. If you are a feminine, this person really likes your approach to life. They had to take a pause on every other woman that they were talking to in order to be available to you. That's what this person did. It's like they had other options. And once they met you and got a dose of the reality that you have, got a feel of you, some of you, like your friends, they could have met you around friends. They could have seen you out with friends. Once they got a part of that life, it's like, this is so much better than when I was with my child's mother, or when I was with this person. It's like, if this person does have children, they could have met you and they were able to get a better reality of life because of you. So this is why this person wants to spend their life with you. In the beginning, if you met this person already, or this can be coming, in the beginning, this person, they lost trust. They lost trust in females. They lost, and reverse the roles. They could have lost trust in all men. Because everybody just seemed the same. Everybody always seemed like they're gaslighting, manipulating. They're always spreading their legs and spreading lies. And this person just felt like love was unfair and love equaled punishment, because that's what a lot of wounded people are doing. A lot of wounded people, if you're wounded, then you don't trust love, or you're hurt, so you are desperate for love. You're desperate for somebody's attention. You're desperate. You'll do anything for attention or for someone to choose you. It's like You have opened up a new door and a new reality for someone else that has met you just because you're very authentic, just because you're very outspoken and you're very different. You carry yourself so much more differently than the other women that they were entertaining or the other men that they were entertaining. So this person, it's like, I don't really think that a lot of people know the difference in what's good and what's bad. So they're starting to really look at you. And I hear twin flame. This person can feel like you are their mirror. They can feel like you are their person. They can feel like you are their twin flame. Some people don't believe in that. That's not for everyone. So if you are speaking to someone, they're going to draw more closer to you. They're going to be more polite to you. They're going to want to know more about you. They're going to want to listen to you because they feel like you are their other half. And they feel broken when they're not with you. But when they are with you or laying with you, they feel whole. Let me tell you, I'm explaining it to you the way that they see it. I don't know how you feel about this person. Heck, I don't even know who this person is. But this is somebody that, well, Spirit says they're loaded with cash. They have lots of money. They make really good money. And this could be the reason why they want to slow down. They really want to make sure that who they give their time to is deserving of the money that they have. They could have came into money. They could have came into money. Somebody could have won a lawsuit. Somebody could have, it could have been in a will that they were granted a lot of money. So they don't want to just be with anyone. This is somebody who is trying to build a whole life. So if you were talking to someone, they could even be getting readings on you. They can even be getting readings on you. I even like, oh, you're real intelligent. So let me tell you, if you met this person, let me tell you, your intelligence scared them. Your level of intelligence, you knew a lot. They don't meet women or men like you at all. Your intelligence scared them and your light threatened them. And they knew that when they met you, like, you are the real deal. And I just don't know if I can, like, if I can afford this, if not afford it financially, am I truly capable of being that man, being that woman that this person needs? Like, and then they could have dated around to see what else is out there, who else is out in the world. And when they started to like a process of elimination, they started to take care of themselves more. You know, you could have been speaking to this person on the phone. You could have met them, and then all of a sudden things could have just gotten kind of quiet. And what you don't realize is that they were going on their own journey to understand what do they need in love. They're ready to settle down. So with this person, see, you're in solitude by yourself. You're overcoming, you're thinking about a lot, you're getting the courage to let go, you're realizing your worth, you're going through a full birth. You're going through a birth. Oh. You're going through a birth. You're giving birth to a new version of yourself that deems themselves worthy of love. You're worthy of love, so you're going to be rewarded with love. This is what you're going through. And you're moving on from anyone who was your shadow. So shadow was the parts that had fear, the parts of you that felt like you weren't worthy, you weren't enough, the parts of you that chose wrong or chose what you thought was love at the time. You're going into the light, and in this light, you get a lot of reward from the universe, a lot of love, a lot of everything. So it's like a separation. If you are by yourself, you probably feel alone. You probably feel separation anxiety because you're separating from an old self. You're separating from an old world that had wounds, and you felt bruised and played with and disrespected and rejected. And now you're going into a place where you are reborn again. That was a lot. It's like your spirit guides are redesigning you. So you might start reading books. You might start being drawn to new or different, readers or different things on YouTube, different books. So let's see. With love, like, it's just you and one person is all I feel. I don't feel no other thing in your energy, which means that you probably just went through a huge energy upgrade and clearing. Yeah. This person has been waiting on communication from you. So I feel like you could have met this person, or you're going to meet them. Either you met this person already, or they've been waiting for communication from you. And this shows 10 of Cups. So this could be a person who right now they're excited. Right now they're getting like, they could have been in preparation in order to build a family. Yeah. So it's a brand new beginning. This is definitely someone new. This is even someone who had to separate from their family. They had to separate from their family, especially the ones that would blind them. Like, oh, ain't nobody out there to love. Ain't no such thing as soulmates. Oh, ain't no such thing as that. Oh, please. Like, they could have had a very toxic family that didn't really come from love. So they had to move away from their family in order to understand love from themselves. They could have, they could have came from a broken family. This shows a king of swords. So this can be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini that's going to be highly obsessed with you, but they're going to want to take their time to get to know you. You guys may even watch a really cute movie over the weekend, or, they're going to be very shy of you. They're going to want to know what makes you comfortable. What do you need? They just seem shy. Like really, really shy. So this is you moving on from anything in your past. I feel like you have a clean slate with love. And this is going to be the first person that, yeah. You've been going through a huge ending and just working on yourself. Or for some of you, like a divorce. A divorce, and you're working on yourself, and it forced you to look at that marriage and all the trauma that it brought you, so that you can overcome and learn how to receive love. That's what you're going through. This person will give you love in places that you've never ever received love before. So it's helping you open up to receive a new love. And Spirit says you have the best formula for like organic conversations, and you're very authentic, and you're doing better at believing in yourself. And some of you could be doing new things to your hair. You seem like you just overcame something big. Some of you can be more biblical, where you find yourself reading the Bible or reading certain scriptures. When it comes to your job, you love your job, but why are you feeling guilty? Why do you feel insecure? You love your job, but you feel insecure. Or you could have found a second job and you're afraid. You have so much money coming towards you, Sagittarius. You got so much money coming towards you. There could be a new job that you're about to get, or a second job that you're about to get. Either you're about to get a job and you're so scared. Like, I feel like you're going on new territory, like new man, new woman, new job, new money. You have a bunch of new things coming, and I think you're a little insecure or scared. Like, what if I can't pull this off? What if it doesn't work out the way that I think? What if it's like a new job that you get. new money or a new position that you're going to be offered, and you're going to be a little afraid. Like, is this guaranteed? Like, what if they end up trying to hire somebody? It's like all these negative things that you're afraid of. What if it doesn't work out and it's actually for you? Everything new in this season it's like everything new. This is a season of security. All right. I'm going on to the extended. I'm going to do a full spread on this new person and tell you the possibilities and what they're going to love about you the most if you have this energy in your life or coming towards you. And I'm going to do a full spread on them. I'm also going to do more about your work, your family, your friends, your neighbors, and whatever else comes out on the extended. The extended will be in the description box. Love and light.